Oh man, I like to think I'm that one person who doesn't make eye contact with any NPC in the game. So I'm always walking around town at these weird angles, and even during conversation, I have to keep my eyes down on their feet. So you get really good at recognizing a character just by looking at their feet. It's really fun. Now, I know that one's up there, but I don't know if it's in the top 5, so I'm probably not going to include it. But, well, let's be real, there's definitely more than just 5 types of players. I just like the title so much. It's catchy. Don't hate me. And don't be surprised if I make a part 2. The 5 types of players in Skyrim, part 1, ? Let's get into it. Starting off with number 5, we have the Hoarder. This person has collected everything of at least slight significance they have ever come across. I mean, every penny, every weapon, every piece of armor, every gem, every dragon priest mask, every necklace, every book, every alchemy ingredient, every torch, every Daedric artifact, every key, every bee and bug in a jar, every arrow, every article of clothing, every hunting brew mead, every horker meat, horse meat, fresh meat, and dog meat, every honey treat, stack of wheat, roll of sweet, and sick beat from every lute, every drum, every flute. It's cumbersome. Every animal hide, every statue, every bride, every goat's rue. What the hell is that? Is it a flower? Goat's rue is among one of the most potent herbs known to increase breast milk production in lactating mothers. Okay. Every potion, every soul gem, every note, every letter, every dragon bone, every dragon scale. Every scroll, no, you get the point. Their house is filled to the brim with every achievement of theirs, big or small. It's hard to walk through. Maybe the basement is clear. Oh my god. Every wheel of cheese, every dragon claw, Actually, they left all the iron swords behind. Number 4, we have the Modder. This person's Skyrim looks absolutely nothing like yours. They are balls deep in so many different mod categories that you'd think they're playing a different game. And just looking at it makes you pregnant with jealousy. Now, first of all, they're not even playing the same race as you. They're playing a half-dragon. And dude's got scales coming down his washboard abs. He's got horns. He's got a tail. How do you dress someone like this? He needs a hole for his ass tail. But it's no worries for them because they've got a mod that opens up a personal shop for them that just screams bougie gothic attire. Circular modifications in the anal region, possible upon request. Once their appearance is squared away, they start working on animations and new spells, so the bigger and the better for them. Now their fireballs have such a big radius it shakes the screen and it kicks up rocks in its wake. Well, at least I think this is a mod. I can't say I play Mage very much. I don't know what the end game spells are like. But, well, that's the thing. This person has altered their game so much, things will just happen that they weren't expecting. They don't even know the difference between mods and non-mods now. Let's be real. We don't really read the fine print for some of the mods that we download. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I was trying to get a thumbnail for one of my recent videos. I think it was Skyrim top 5 things to do after beating the game. And I climb up a mountain on this glowing undead horse. I've got a green lightsaber in my hand. I'm like, oh, dude, this alone, this is perfect. So I take the screenshot, and then behind me, I notice there's a whale in the clouds behind me. There's a flying whale behind me. I'm just going to assume I think it's from the Beasts of Tamriel mod, but I don't, who can never be sure? Extraordinary. Anyway, the Modder is riding bunnies across Skyrim. They're making breasts way bigger than they need to be. They're discovering quests with tens of hours of new content. They've got some ENB they had to manually download that makes the night sky look like it exploded with color. It's let's face it, it's so much. They don't have time for you, right? They're overstimulated. You're dude. You're too vanilla. Like, oh, dragon armor. It's not cool anymore. Okay, look, you see my Morthal. I got docks installed on the water. It looks so dope. It's so good. It's not gonna work out between us. Number 3, we have the RPGer. This is, after all, an RPG game, and they want to fully embrace that, and that's fine. Now, I was thinking about acting this part out, but I'm just going to save you the embarrassment, because role-playing is something that's really fun to do, and it is fiercely uncomfortable to watch. The RPGer is always hungry, and I don't mean for adventure, I mean they're just hungry. Every chance they have to sit down is a chance to be eating something. especially if a fire's involved that they made themselves, or they pretend they made themselves. The meat in their inventory is already cooked, but still, they gotta find a pot somewhere to put it in, and then they would tell you it's just to warm it up. That makes sense if you're role-playing, and they nibble at it slowly, not fast, because eating too fast hurts their ribs. Why does it hurt their ribs? See, this person never feels good, that's why they're always hurt. See, they never greatly overpower their enemies, even a rat. Every battle is something they just barely won, with blood and scars to show for it, this is why they breathe so heavily. That is the quickest way to detect an RPGer is near you. It's to hear that breathing. They make it really loud. I have a bruise on my hip. I killed some vampires. No one can hear me. I need to find a tavern. Any chance the RPGer has to completely be their character, they take it. In dialogue options, they get to work on their Khajiit voice. It's me, Cristo. In combat, they grunt every time they take a hit. And at home, they actually kiss their partner, their husband or their wife. They kiss her on the forehead before leaving for some adventure. Mwah! Love you, baby. I'll be back tonight. And I'll be really hungry after my adventuring, so make sure you make a really big dinner so I can audibly chew it in front of you. Number 2, we have the rabble rouser. Wherever they can cause mayhem, they do. The more chaos, the better in their lives. This person is probably the cookie-cutter example of why parents think video games make their children violent. They like to go into Whiterun and just test out their spells, deadly as they can be. And not on the training dummies, I mean. Why? Because they're bored. Shea Gorath could take a lesson from this director of madness, because they're like,
it's almost Halloween. Can we get a pumpkin specter on set? Oh, beautiful. Love it. Keep scratching that lady's eyes out. Good. Your motivation is pain and suffering. I want to see it in your body language. Can we make these fireballs any bigger? People aren't burning long enough. They're not burning long. Oh, forget it. Just bring in the werewolves now. They were a gift from Hercene. I know they're gonna be deadly. I really should get him something good. This is too good. Sally! Sally! Send Hercene a copy of 50 Shades of Greynolf. Thank you, love. And say something like oifum to him. He's gonna think it was funny. What am I saying? Wabbajack. I was talking to you, baby. Kill you, shock chicken you. Oh gosh, this is so boring after a while. Where are my Yetis? I count 11 Yetis. I ordered 17. Damn it, Sally! You're wasting my money. I forget it. This is over. I can't work like this.
This is when they hike back up to Riverwood and try to find a solution to Camilla's problem by killing both Sven and Feindal. They liked watching Rogvir die. They had no problem assassinating the Emperor, wrongly throwing Wunferth the Unliving into jail back in Windhelm. That was actually pretty funny. They definitely killed Silas Vesuvius for Dagon. They had way too much fun torturing the murder suspects in the abandoned shack for Astrid. All 3 of them. Just the list goes on and on. By the time you finally catch up to them, now they're in Morthal, raising zombies and blowing people away with high-powered electricity. Either that or setting a bunch of goblins loose all over Markarth. The craziness never ends. Best advice is just to avoid this person. Or be them. Or be this person. And number 1, we have the Explorer. This person needs nothing more than the path directly in front of them. One foot in front of the other, they move forward, excited for the present and leaving the past to good memory. Unlike some of their other friends who are, what do we say, stacking all of their riches, or ogling half-naked women, or actually paying for a room to stay in at a tavern, or just killing a bunch of innocent people, this person really has no goal. They're not really trying to accomplish anything or be somewhere specific. They just want to see what this land has to offer. If they come upon a quest, okay, they'll go along with it. If they come upon a cave, sure, they'll go inside it. They're happy to. If they come upon Talsgar the Wanderer, they're sure to help him out in trouble. In fact, this may not even be the first time they've done this. The Explorer has become so oriented with nature that certain animals are not disrupted by their presence. A mystical butterfly follows him now, imbuing him with occasional invisibility, aid against the negative forces around them. But this kind of thing isn't really surprising to this person. They always leave with some token of experience after every new place they see. They like it. They get used to this. A new story from an old book, an enchanted ring with some unknown hidden power, or just a fun memory, if nothing physical. Now, when you look at the Explorer's map, you don't see a random collection of markers just scattered around. You see one long snake path that starts with A and ends in their current position. All the chances they had to fast travel, they took to just go that few feet further and see what was across that hill or around that bend. And when one of those things happens to be a werevulture, well, that's when they think, I've made it. This is why I kept walking. I mean, I found a freaking werevulture, dude. What? It's stupid. It's so stupid. And there you have it, the 5 types of players in Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, what other personalities do you think I missed? If you have a good one, please say it below, and chances are high that I'll feature it in the sequel to this video. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Okay, whose feet do you think this is? Ingrid! It's Ingrid's! Oh my god!